Hey, howdy, howdy. Hang on just a sec. Okay. Man, today was fairly uneventful until just a couple of hours ago, and then it just kind of went nuts. I figured out there's still a wasp's nest out in the front part of the house, and our blood feud continues, I guess. Yeah, it's not comfortable when you get stung. I can tell you that. It's the really bad part about getting a shot at the doctor's office. It's like that, only there's nothing good about it. Yeah, there's nothing beneficial in there. So yeah, but lots of Benadryl and cortisone later. Here we are. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, I also ended up my usual ritual base. I dropped it in the process, and it broke like the bottom edge of it. So I'm gonna have to switch to my other base.
Who built it?
There's actually somebody on DeviantArt that I talked to, and I don't know. The problem is you have to find someone that has access to a place to do ceramics. I think she was in school at the time, so I'm gonna have to hunt for somebody, or else use some kind of like air drying clay and then line it with resin. Yeah, so
Well, that's certainly doable.
yeah. So things happen. You end up having to learn to adapt. But, um, all right, yeah. So hopefully we'll have some folks join us from Discord. Um, yeah. So happy first day upon the year. I hope everyone's been doing okay, since we were together last. I'll probably be feeling a lot better tomorrow. But um, I'm going to adjust the volume here just a little bit. Okay. And let's go ahead and get started. And I think, yeah, you can only see like the top part of this in the camera, but that's an Inuit fetish, and I just moved it to the front because it's associated with Osiris. So I can probably pull it up a little bit so you can see the rest of it. And yes, the same print material as my stole. And so, wow, it's like, there we go. So yeah, that is an Osiris fetish. So yeah, just something interesting to share. But let's go ahead and I'm gonna start with the cool waters, which will be much needed at this point.
Yeah, because
And also have to turn the.
I'm debating even being in the room.
Oh, why is it just so hot? Or?
No, my headspace is not in the right place.
Oh, well.
It's really not.
Well, let's see if a couple of rounds of purification will help us. Because sometimes when you come into space, it's I mean, I'm still a little tender because of bug bites, but this will be a chance to come to center hopefully and find ourselves in a better headspace. So, all right, tell you what, I'll move this over here so you can kind of see a little bit. These cool waters are upon our hands. They purify us, as Tefnut purifies us. Hail unto you and our children. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands. Our purity is within our hearts. And we've cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. There we go. Okay. And I figured out I still have wax in the my Osiris candle. I thought it was empty, but it's not. And I fortuitously figured that out today. So I almost wonder if he was waiting, for me to figure that out when it was time. So. Okay. There we go. Okay, good. It looks like it's going to stay lit. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light. The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light. The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra and all of their abodes till none remain. Receive the light. The eye of Horus comes. And we are purified with it. Receive the light. There you go. Of course, I had to cup it to kind of keep it from getting blown out by the ceiling fan. But may this candle also be an eye of Horus, which he presents to his father Osiris. Receive the light. And we'll light Sekhmet's candle when we go to say prayers for her. So, okay. Let me go ahead and get us to our days upon the year. Great in need of the gods who are in you new, Ra in your appearance at the first time, Ra's twins, Shu and Tefnut, Geb and Nut, Lord of Earth and Lady of Heaven, Osir, Aset, Set and Nebedhat, turn your faces toward us. Behold what is in our innermost. Our hearts are straight, our hearts are open, no darkness is in our hearts. Okay. And now we're going to do a fourfold invocation for Osiris. Starting with a Imhotep, which means, to come in peace. Imhotep Osir Nebabju. Imhotep Osir Nebneheh. Imhotep Osir Kentiamentiu. Imhotep Osir Unnefer, which means come in peace, Osiris, Lord of Abydos, Lord of eternal renewal, also translated as eternity. Osiris, foremost of the Westerners, Osiris Unifer, which kind of translates to the beatified one. And so now we will switch to our typical offerings. Okay. Take these, your cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. O Osir, O Unechidu, these cool waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Osir, O Unechidu, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense, great purity. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you, it adorns you, it takes its place upon your hands. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Osir, O Yunochiru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. The gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. The eye of Horus is. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Osir, O Yunochiru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine and your water. Pure. Pure is the ka of Os. All right, hang on. There we go. Actually put it out. Let's try this again. Pure. Pure is the ka of Osir Kentiamentiu, with this good myrrh that is given. Pure are the cause of all of these Nacharu, with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance thousands of offerings, all things good and pure. For Osir, for Aharaketi, for all of these Nacharu, in every place that their mortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Osir, Kentiamentiu. Come to your bodies, O Nacharu. Come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Osir, Kentiamentiu, and all of the Nacharu. All life comes from them, all health comes from them, all stability comes from them, all good fortune comes from them as it has since the first time. O Osir Kentiamentiu, Ra Horaketi, and your son, the Osir Nisu Nebkepurura. Your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these your offerings and receive them from our hands. Osiris, as we celebrate your birthday, let us also pause to remember those who are in your kingdom now, who are under your care. And we'll light offerings for them as well. Beginning with the eye of Horus. May it cast out all evil and light their way. And these cool waters, may they flow from the table of Osiris and refresh the hearts of our blessed dead. Warakeru ta henkets kakao abdus and nachurmahat kutnibet nafrawabet anket nachurim and cow and aku punibu maakeru nibu her nachura. Voice offering of bread, beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense and oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives. For the cause of all of these aku, true of voice before the great god. That right there. And we'll offer feather for Ma'at. We come unto you, O Ra, O Osir, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your ka shall live. Truly your need has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law eternally. His fed is cast out by your word, rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. May we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. Okay, and because Osiris is a fairly important god in the Egyptian scheme of things, there's plenty of literature, plenty of prayers to him, so I'm going to read a hymn to him first, but there's also a prayer from the Book of the Dead, and this is the copy that I have, which is fairly easy to find. If you go to Barnes & Noble every so often, they'll have these. But it uses Raymond Faulkner's translation, and there's a prayer in there that you're supposed to say that for your loved ones on Osiris's birthday, and it's supposed to bring benefit to them, in Duat, the Egyptian underworld. But we'll start with Osiris himself. So. There we go. Now I'm going to read this in English, but I do have it also in Egyptian language. And I'm hoping eventually to take some of these and figure out some kind of a rhythm to them so we can make a chant. But that's the thing with that is you have to read it a lot of times to figure that out. This is from the Stela of Amun-Mosa. Praise to you, Osiris, Lord of eternity, King of the gods, of many names, of holy forms, of secret rites and temples. This noble Ka at the fore of Jeddu, great also in Sekhem, Lord of praise in Enjeti, foremost of offerings in Yunu, Lord of memory in Maati, secret Ba, Lord of the cavern, holy in White Walls, which is Memphis, Ba of Ra of his very body, at rest in Henes, excellent of praise in the Narit tree that grew to raise his Ba, Lord of the great shrine in Kemnu, great of terror in Shashotep, Lord of eternity, foremost of Abydos, in his distant place of the sacred land. Name that endures in the mouths of people, primeval one of the two lands, nourisher at the fore of the need of the gods, potent Ak among the Aks. Nun has given him his waters, the north wind journeys to him, dusk brings the south wind to his nose to please his heart. Lord of praise in the southern sky, praised one in the northern sky. The imperishable stars are under his rule, for his abode is the imperishable stars. Now, if I remember I'd also have something that I wrote that's on, I think it's on this candle. So let me sneak a peek at it. Yes, here we go. So, reading from the back of the candle here. Hail, O Sir, Lord of Duat. Your feet rooted deeper than oceans, your crown reaching past the stars. Your hands gentle, open as a father's. Vast as your mother Nut, strong as your father Geb, loving as your sister Iset. Cool waters flow from you, green plants spring forth from you. Your grain sustains those upon earth. Your ka sustains those in the west. Hidden are your mysteries, yet they are destined for all. All who live, they come to you. All who breathe, at last speak your name. Okay. Now, in this particular spell, they give instructions that you should draw something up that has, says to be set over a bark of Ra, a sunboat, drawn in ochre in a clean place. And you place, images, of your blessed dead on it, or in front of it, and then draw, the night bark, which is the sectet bark on one side, and the day bark, the mesectet, on the other side, and you give bread and beer to them on the birthday of Osiris. So we didn't exactly have time to draw all that up, but, we're at least going over the instructions. So, may the sky be opened and the earth be opened. May the west be opened and the east be opened. May the chapel of Upper Egypt be opened. May the chapel of Lower Egypt be opened. May the doors be opened. May the eastern portals be thrown open for Ra when he ascends from the horizon. May the doors of the night bark be opened for him. May the portals of the day bark be thrown open for him. May he breathe Shu. May he create Tefnut. May those who are in the suite serve him. May they serve me like Ra daily. And I think, because it's written in first person, but I think it's meant for, the people that you're wishing to honor. I am a follower of Ra who receives his firmament. The god occupies his shrine. Horus, having approached his lord, whose seats are secret, whose shrine is pure, messenger of the god to whom he loved. I am one who takes hold of Ma'at, having presented her before him. I am he who knots the cord and lashes the shrine together. What I detest is storm, and there will be no heaping up of waves within my presence. I will not be turned back because of Ra. I will not be driven off by whoever acts with his hands. I will not go into the valley of darkness. I will not enter into the lake of criminals. I will not be in the weakening of striking power. I will not fall as plunder. I will go in among those who are taken before him, behind the slaughter block of the shambles of Soped. And in shambles, in American English, we think of as a, something's just a wreck, but in British English, a shambles is a slaughter yard. This is saying that we will not be on the god's bad side. Let's put it that way. Praise to you, Ra, Lord of the horizon. Hail to you for whom the sun folk are pure, for whom the sky is controlled in the great moment when the hostile oarsmen pass by. See, I have come from among those who make truth known, because I am far away in the west. I have broken up the storm of Apep, O double lion, as I promised you. See, I have come. O you who are before the great throne, hearken to me. I will go down into your tribunal. I rescue Ra from Apep every day, and there is no one who can attack him, for those who are about him are awake. I lay hold of the writings. I receive offerings. I equip Jehuti with what was made for him. I cause truth to circulate over the great bark. I go down vindicated into the tribunal. I establish the chaos gods, those being the 8 gods of Kemenu. I lead the entourage. I grant them a voyage into utter joy when the crew of Ra goes round about following his beauty. Ma'at is exalted so that she may reach her Lord, and praise is given to the Lord of all. I take the staff, I sweep the sky with it, and the sun folk give me praise as to him who stands and does not tire. And that would be referring to either Shu or to Osiris. Let's see. I extol Ra and what he has made. I dispel cloudiness. I see his beauty. I display the terror of him. I make his oarsman firm when his bark travels over the sky at dawn. I am the great one within his eye, who kneels at the head of the great bark of Khepri. I come into being, and what I have said comes into being. I am this one who traverses the sky towards the rest, and those who heap up the air stand in joy, for they have taken the bow warp of Ra from his crew, and Ra traverses the sky happily in peace by my command. I will not be driven away. The fiery breath of your power will not carry me off. The power of repulsion in your mouth will not go forth against me. I will not walk on the path of pestilence, for to fall into it is the abomination of my soul. What I detest is the flood, and it shall not attack me. I go aboard your bark, I occupy your seats, I receive my dignity. I control the paths of Ra and the stars. I am he who drives off the destructive one who comes at the flame of your bark upon the great plateau. I know them by their names, and they will not attack your bark, for I am in it. For I am he who prepares the offerings. So in other words, this is basically saying that those that we love will be able to serve Ra in his boat, and some of the descriptions that they give are fairly nautical sounding because it's involving traveling by ship, but it's saying that our loved ones can serve Ra and turn away his enemies and advance Ma'at. So before we go into our invocation for Sekhmet, I'm just going to step over and see if we've got any other requests. Let's see. Look at my disco ball. Oh, okay, yeah, and someone actually got some sourdough starter going. You'll have to tell us how that goes, because I've never tried to make actual starter. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I don't have a Discord yet. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that. When I do, I'll let you know. And y'all can give me the link, the invite, so I can do that. But yeah, today I haven't been able to do a whole lot, other than try to water things and then get into mischief with the local wildlife. But yeah, I'll let you guys know as soon as I have Discord up and going. So, because we're in the days on the year, and this is kind of a chaotic time, we're going to ask Sekhmet to light the way for us and to keep us safe from entropy and other things. Hail, O Sekhmet the Great, the Eye of Ra, who hides him within her iris. Hail, Sekhmet, sovereign, mistress of light, who moves in brightness. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of darkness, at whose setting the darkness comes. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of fear, whose seal brings death. Hail unto you, Sekhmet, daughter of Ra, who loves Ma'at, who hates Zfet. Most holy of the gods, one seeks life in you. And we'll let our little Fenus lantern too. Huh? Yep. Yes, I think right now the Eyes of Ra have a rather full schedule, I would think. Okay. And we'll say some prayers to help them along. There we go. Hang on a second. Make sure I'm hydrated enough to read. Okay. Hail, Sekhmet, who presides over the land, lady of flourishing, generous one, Sekhmet, who protects the two lands. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the first arrow of famine. Hail Sekhmet, O cruel, O hidden lady, Wajit the Great. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the second arrow of drought. Hail Sekhmet, who moves in light, who terrifies the gods with her massacre. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the third arrow of war. Hail Sekhmet, who guides mankind, Lady of the dual shores, mistress of humanity. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the fourth arrow of terror. Hail Sekhmet, great shining one, foremost in the mansion of flame, who terrorizes the two lands with fear. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the fifth arrow of storms. Hail Sekhmet, who loves Ma'at and hates Isfet, Lady of the people. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the sixth arrow of oppression. Hail Sekhmet, Uraeus who opens the acacia, great and sovereign one. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the seventh arrow of disease. If I keep reading this to myself while I'm listening to techno, I will probably find a tune for it, as I almost did today. But I tell you what, since we mentioned other eyes, and somebody had asked for a prayer for Bast yesterday, I want to make sure I get to that too. So.
I need one friend.
Okay. Tell you what, then let's do Bast. I'm also going to read something for Cirquette too, because hopefully she can help with, me dealing with getting over wasp stings. But first to Bastet. Inish hares Bastet nebet merit nebetank, satatum tepir neberger, nacherita nebet pet, henit nutcher nebu. Hail and praise unto you, Bastet, Lady of Love, Lady of Life, daughter of Atum, firstborn of the Lord of all, greatest goddess, Lady of Heaven, mistress of all the gods. You open the movements of Shu, for he is your messenger. You slaughter with your arrows, you slay the evil one and seize the hearts of the wicked foes. Lady of the shrine, foremost of the sacred fields, mistress of perfume, mistress of joy. O Eye of Horus, O Eye of Ra, Uraeus whom Ra loves, protect us until the dawn. Hang on. Here we are. Hail, O Cirquette, O noble lady, Cirquette Hettit, giver of breath. Come unto me, O Lady of Heaven, drive out every evil that is in my body. With your fire in your mouth and your flame before you, set your spells against all those who wish me ill. Mistress of your mansion among the undying stars, mistress of the cavern who protects the bark of Ra. Okay, and I got a request for a prayer against anger. That's a good one. Yamano, you got any thoughts on who would be good to invoke for that? For cooling anger? That's, yeah. Yes. Yes. So we'll ask Hathor. So I'll say a short one in praise of Hathor and ask her to. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking of a couple of things that she might be able to help with, for us personally. But first, let's invoke her. Come, make merry for the golden one. Good cheer for the mistress of the two lands. Come, arise that we may make for you rejoicing at twilight and music in the night. O Hathor, you are exalted in the hair of Ra and the hair of Ra. To you is given the sky, the deep night, and the stars. Great is her majesty when she is happy. May our systems dispel all evil and anger. May they bring forth joy. Yes. O Lady Hathor, Golden One, help us to chase away our cares and our concerns, and to spend a happy day, and to find peace and love, which are your gifts. And sunshine from all the places where it might be found. Oh, let's see. Okay. Okay. Well, do we have any other requests or any fortunes that we want to do or anything like that? Oh, cool. Mm-hmm. Oh. That's really cool. Yeah, I was. Yamato was just saying that he pulled a card from his oracle deck, and it was the card for Geb and Newt. And the sense that he got was that they're rejoicing right now because this is the time when their children are able to be born, being the five great gods, and they're glad that we're able to honor them. So that's excellent. And it's funny. I actually I was reading on a website today that describes Japanese Buddhist mandalas and things like that, and actually that is a type of mandala that's behind Ra in the shrine. But it occurred to me, reading about some of them, that you could make a mandala with Geb and Newt and with Shu in the middle and having all the other gods in their places, and it would be like some of the Shingon mandalas, which depict different Buddhas and wisdom kings. So that's something we may have to do, is make basically an Egyptian mandala with Geb and Newt. So. Oh yeah, look at the ceiling at Dendera with the calendar. Yeah, that's almost like a mandala as well. So that's very cool. So that's I guess something, huh? Yeah, and that's one really nice thing about this time of year is we tend to get lots of ideas for things to work on, in the coming year. It's a lot of things that I start doing things myself, and I'm sure some other folks like Celery's got some sourdough starter going, and we got a hit from Geb and Newt that they're very very active right now. So some good things could be afoot from all this. So let's see. Okay, and we have prayers of peace and health for those bringing in the new year. A prayer for a friend who's, oh goodness, is facing threats and harassment. That's okay. We'll definitely do that. And prayer that Lega Van Gyvid. I guess I hope I'm saying your name right. Pray that me and my husband meet in person soon. You know what? I am the first thought that I have. I'm going to go ahead and pull that from my book is a prayer to Min. because in my experience, we think of Min as like, okay, male potency and things like that because of his member, but he also chases away evil, and he has done so for us, on numerous occasions. So I'm going to ask him to help chase away, or ward off the strife and the aggression that's going on, with people that had been trusted but have turned out to be threatening. So adoration to Min, to Horus praise, he with his arm upraised. Hail Min in his going forth, lofty of plumes, son of Osiris born of Isis, great in the dual shrines, mighty in Ipu, you of Gebju, Horus the strong-armed, lord of reverence who brings pride to silence, sovereign of the gods. Fragrant is he when he comes from Medjaland. You of Utent, hail and praise. Please bring your protection, ward off evil, and leave peace in its wake for those who are just trying to get by and are trusting to people and have had that trust misused. And for those that are wanting to get back with their loved ones, someone who wants to be with their husband again, see them in person soon, may you raise your arm in protection over them and allow them to have safety, security, and peace. And Lady Sekhmet, please bring us peace and health and prosperity as we bring the new year in. And I know, Darren, you're having some trouble right now, and I hope may Sekhmet bring you nuzzles and lion whiskers and cuddles and help you feel better. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, somebody from the Discord things. A prayer to Sekhmet from my fiance's grandma. She's very sick. Okay, and her name is Phyllis. Okay.
Prayer for my mom.
With her and hubby a lot. Oh, okay. You know what? Lega Van Gavid, it's funny. She was just saying, boyfriend, but we throw around hubby a lot. We can appreciate that because Darren and I have been together for
24 years.
20. Yeah, so I was sitting there going, wait a minute, I have to count now. Yeah, 24 years. We're not actually married, but like a friend of ours said, you won't meet a more married couple than these two. It's sometimes it's not about the piece of paper. It's about, are you committed? Do you love each other? Are you going anywhere? Well, the funny thing is some states don't have common law marriages, and we happen to live in one of those. If we were across the border in Texas, we'd be common law married, but where we are, no, it doesn't work that way. But I said we're not going anywhere, so okay. Yeah. Huh? Sure, in the future. Huh. Well, things, Yamada was just saying he has a feeling that a lot of us are going to be moving, in the future, but we don't know where. That's the thing about it. We can't always tell what's coming, but, just pray for the best. So Hail Sekhmet, O merciful one. Please bring healing to one of our friends. They have their fiance's grandmother, Phyllis, is sick. Please help her to get well. And we realize that sometimes that's not in the cards. And it's always hard to ask for things like this because, there's always that possibility that, it's their time. If it is, then let it be peaceful. But if that blow can possibly be averted and they can get well and come back to those that they love, then please let it be so. How are you doing, Seta? Anything we can do for you? Hmm. Hmm. Mm. Hmm. Ah. Well, then, I'm also going to humbly ask our Enid that is assembled here of all of these deities to please give health, life, well-being, and health and prosperity for all of those that are in our family tuning in, be it on the Facebook chat, be it on YouTube, the ones that will be tuning in later and watching after the broadcast is done. Yes. Al Kuja Seneb Ujai Nofrit, happiness. Let us also have that. And let us start a new year better and more positive. Because we love all of you. Anything else? Okay. Okay. Well, that's... Huh? Yeah. Well, it's... Mm-hmm. 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 Huh? Mm. Okay, well, we're certainly hopeful for you. Huh? Okay, yeah, we can do that. Oh, and here's something funny. Like I said, I was in the few moments that I had to actually chill out for a minute today. I was reading in a lot of Shinto shrines that you can visit in Japan. They have little divinations, where they'll have, like, they were describing this one where you shake a bamboo stick out of a jar and it has a number on it, and you take that number and there's a fortune attached to it. Well, some places have it even modernized beyond that, where you go and they actually dispense fortunes out of a vending machine. And this is a Shinto shrines. I was like, wow, that's kind of an interesting way to combine old school divination with modern technology. So in that vein, using a fortune cookie is perfectly apropos. Huh?
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay, this one seems to be calling Jimmy today. So, let's see what guidance Osir and the other gods have for us today. Wow. Okay. Our cookie today says, the road to glory will be rocky but fulfilling.
Okay.
Wow, that's... Now, here's the interesting thing. Okay, underneath of here, I had the one from yesterday. And it says, in due time, you will be financially comfortable. Then the next one, the road to glory will be rocky but fulfilling. Yeah, I sense a pattern starting to form here. Say again?
Hang on and do one every day. The whole and we what they say.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yamanu was just saying, well, let's take these fortunes that we're opening each day. We'll do one, and then we'll see as it progresses what kind of a pattern it's giving us. But that's and you know what, that might be a good thing to apply. Set in what you're saying about with the job. And looking for that. It's going to be tough, but hang in there. I guess the thrill is in the journey. And sometimes when you look back on things, yeah, it is. Nature punk. Cybercomedics. The future is the nature. Well, you know what? That could be some fodder for illustrations. Nature punk instead of cyberpunk. But, okay, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and we'll start wrapping this one up, but we'll do this again tomorrow, and tomorrow we will be honoring Horus. What's interesting to me is July 14th in France, that's Bastille Day. And there seemed to be something kind of interesting and appropriate about Bastille Day being, also observing the birth of Horus. Him being a champion of justice and, doing the right thing and all that good stuff. But we will visit that tomorrow.
It'd be interesting to see anything different happen around
Yeah. I would like to go and visit the Louvre one day. But when it's safe to travel again. But in the meantime, we shall make our offerings endure. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the Phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure as the name of Atum, foremost to the great need, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shanit in Unu, endures. As the name of Osir Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Iset in Nigeru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Kemenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Aket endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Nechiru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra. May you go forth in peace, O Nechiru. To every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay, guys, glad you could tune in. Okay, well, I'm going to end the broadcast for tonight, but we'll start again tomorrow. Let's say around 8 o'clock, just because it's probably a little
bet.
Yeah, it's a safer bet to say 8 o'clock or 8:30 at this point. So we will see you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Okay, well. Big hugs. It's good to see you, Seta.
You too.
All right, we'll see you again soon. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye.